Yo, what up? What up? Welcome to the party. It's your girl Ray. I got my nigga Lily in the building, aka Louisville's Got Next.
What's happening? What's happening?
Oh shit!
What's happening?
You out here like you done had a popping little 2 weeks out here. I done seen you out here. She got the shirts that came out first, and then what was that? Sunday night you dropped the mixtape.
Sunday, yep.
Like Sunday night, Monday morning, something like that.
Labor Day weekend. It was Labor Day weekend. That's all I'm gonna say, man. It was just lit. You know, make sure y'all go get that off Spinrilla too. Check it out. All your favorite artists from the city is on it.
Yeah, that motherfucker is stacked. I looked at the track list. I was like, shit, who did she get on this motherfucker?
Yeah,
like,
and there's gonna be more. So just keep rocking with us. We got more for y'all. And get some. Buy them shirts too. I know y'all got 15.
Shirts. Yeah,
I know y'all got 15.
I told you. I said wait till I get my money right. Shit.
Even Kanye had to get his, right?
Because bills came at me. I had a nice check, worked my ass all weekend. Got a nice little check, and it's gone already. I got paid less than 12 hours ago. This motherfucker's gone, bro.
Me and Knuckle Sam is still beefing. You feel me? Beef. Every 2 weeks, he gets me, front and center.
Yeah, he like,
it's all right, While he around, I'm going to be quiet.
When he leave, I'm going to be talking again. Every time I get a check, I'll be like, oh, I'm about to pay these bills.
Right.
Real quick,
shit.
Damn. And then, like, if there's something left over, and there's never anything left over, or maybe not enough.
Hey, don't be having one of those moments where you be like, I mean, I could pay this now, but...
Right.
Nah, I better go ahead and pay this now, because, nah.
That's how I was the week before, like, it was 2 weeks before the last check. I was like, yeah, somebody got to wait. Yeah. Okay, let me set up this arrangement, and we going to...
All the time. All the time.
Kids, if you listen to this show, don't grow up. It's a trap, bro. I'm trying to tell you.
Pay it while you got it.
Hey, pay it while you got it. Words to live. I think pay it while you got it. Shit,
real.
Once you don't have it,
you be thinking about it. Like, damn, I should have paid that.
Yo, you be talking to everybody like, no, but listen.
Right.
See, I can get that right back to you, but it's gonna take me a little minute to get it back to you. Like maybe 3 weeks.
I got to the point, man. I'm about to start having these Chris Tucker moments. Now, a bill collector called me last week, talking about a doctor bill that I don't even remember having the procedure done. I had to think, like, did I have it? You know what? No, that hospital got our money. Y'all need to call them because I ain't even got mine yet. Matter of fact, they got your money, my money. Yeah, call them. Yeah, call them. Get them on three-way.
Get them on three-way.
I'm gonna start handling them like that now.
So I don't know. I took Labor Day weekend off. I really didn't have no choice because I had to work. But a lot has happened since the last show and now. So we'll start with Colin.
Shout out to Colin.
Colin Kaepernick. First of all, homie's fine as fuck. He been on my radar, but like I ain't new to him. Like I've been known about dude, and he's also a good football player.
Yeah.
So other than that, so he decides to take it upon himself, and he's like, I'm tired of shit. I'm not standing up for no national anthem. I ain't put my hand up more. Fuck all that shit. I'm gonna sit my ass down right here. And everybody acts like he held up an AR in the stadium and was like letting loose.
Had a Tony Montana moment.
Right, like he was just cutting loose and he was just fuck y'all, fuck them, fuck everybody.
Nah.
He was just, and what he said, everything was facts.
Factual. You know they hate when you say facts.
No, you can't say facts.
That's against the law. Don't do that.
They want you to lie. They want you to, go along to get along and all that bullshit.
Yeah, keep stuff hidden and stuff.
No, sometimes you like enough is enough, and then you have. I love my people. I hate our people. I have a mixed feeling about us. You got to be real. I was just telling my mama the other day, there are certain conversations that you can have with certain people who would take it their own way, and then there's certain ones that you can't have because they're not ready to hear accept that.
Yeah, you got to really let them go through it, bump their head, and be like, oh,
right. That's what you was talking about.
You was telling the truth.
Yeah.
But it's real, and first of all, I commend them for doing that because it takes one and it starts with one. Yeah. But when you stand up for something like that and something that's right, sometimes you start out by yourself.
Yeah.
For the first time, and everybody's looking like,
"What are you doing?
You don't do it. You don't do it, bro."
Had other athletes that in their time, and then most of them are retired athletes, in which we don't give a fuck no more because you're not playing.
Right.
You don't have the platform. No one cares about you. So I'm sorry to say it like
from you every other time.
Right, every other time
TV
some
or
shit
something
goes down, and I just want to know who keeps pulling these people's strings. Like there's certain people, I'm like, who keeps asking them their opinion on anything?
Well,
Like,
I don't know. They just feel like they got to come out and state something, try to be relevant or something. But if you feel in a certain way, sometimes you don't always have to say it, especially if it's something that's really
in the public. You don't
ignorant.
It's one thing to have a conversation with your people and express how you feel.
Yeah.
It's a whole other thing to go on where Shaq big ass go. He go to Fox News. I'm not going to Fox News.
That's why I said, why would you go to Fox
If
News?
Fox News called
people?
Me, a black woman, anybody, if they call you, already know what they want you to say. They don't want you to get on here and be like, I stand with him. I agree with them 150%.
No,
they want you to say something
what they want to say and be on their side. And
Shaq said his shit because he was like, I just thought, because I come from a military background.
And his people was in law enforcement and stuff like that.
The flag does not represent just military people. That's the problem. And if the veterans are not up in arms about it, in which that's supposed to be representing them, why the fuck is anybody else up in arms about it?
But there's also, like, I had to do some research too, though, and people probably don't know this unless you go research it. There's a hidden verse, and
yes,
you know,
there's
a hidden verse,
whole third verse in that motherfucker.
in that Star Spangled Banner, and if you read it and you allow your mind to really think about what it's saying, who was it? Scott Key? Francis Scott Key, whoever his name was, wrote the poem, and I'm like, damn, that's some fucked up shit.
Yeah.
We gotta basically to guarantee our freedom, we gotta go fight y'all battle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To get this and
that makes sense.
So,
and then come back and still ain't free.
Yeah, there's no freedom. So again, when you mention the military, they wasn't fighting for that.
No.
I just, like I said, I commend dude, first of all, for standing up for something that he really believe in. But then y'all bash him. But here we got this man running for the president who blatantly just purposely stands there and just looks with a mug on his face while we standing.
I ain't doing
y'all
shit.
Doing a pledge of allegiance. So what? I'm just ready to talk and say my bullshit.
Spew this bullshit.
Yeah, let me go ahead and put my evil schemes in here and tell y'all what I'm not gonna do.
Right, and downplay everybody. And we gonna get to Donald's ass in a minute because he said some fuck shit while I was off the block also. So we'll address you too. But with him, so Ray Lewis came out. Ray Lewis can't talk. When you've done dirt, you don't speak on what somebody else is doing. You just gonna be quiet somewhere.
Because your closet's still closed.
Listen, because you murdered somebody, but yet still you went on to win another ring and all that bullshit, and we celebrated you, and then
we moved past your stuff.
Exactly. That's what black people do. It's like you fucked up. We did OJ like that.
Yeah.
OJ dissed us completely. I'm not black. I'm OJ. And then when he got in the hot seat with the white people, he was like, my niggas, hey, what's going on, y'all? I love y'all. Remember me?
Right.
And we embraced him. Once again, it was like, all right, nigga, know you fucked up, but all right, come on back in.
Bring it in.
Right. This is stupid. Bring it in. That's what happened. Ray Lewis says stupid shit. Who else said something stupid?
I was about to say I didn't get to look into the whole thing, but I do remember seeing Ray and Shaq. And when I first seen Shaq, though, I was like,
Shaq, shut your big ass up. That's not. Y'all missing the point. And then there was some people's argument was, well, why did it take him so long to get to this point?
But the thing
does it matter? He got to the point.
It wasn't, but it wasn't this big of an issue. Back then,
now.
You know what I'm saying? Like now, it's not even more so. Yeah, and it's not even more so just us that's who's pissed off. It's more racists getting involved. Like these people are really telling the truth here now. Now we're starting to see what's really going on. Our government's really showing their true colors. We got other people out here showing true colors, and these people are really getting treated how they say they was. But at the same time, when somebody stands up for it, you always got the naysayers and just.
Why
bash,
and then there's some people that was like, well, why did he choose to do it then? Because that's his platform.
Yeah.
Where else am I going to do it at? You don't see me nowhere else but on this field. If I was doing this shit in a restaurant or at a concert, you wouldn't pay me no attention. You'd be like, it's, whatever, you brush it off. And they'd be like, that's not the stage for it. I'm like, that's the perfect stage for it, actually.
Yeah. That's what people's going to draw their most attention and be watching. You got nations on that.
Yeah, you got countries. Everybody's watching you. So it's like, why not do it now when that's your platform? That is his platform.
It's like similar to when Beyonce and Bruno Mars them had that platform, and they used that. And they try to. Why would she use that platform? How you gonna protest it? Yeah,
I'm gonna protest at Walmart while I'm getting my groceries. That don't make no sense. That's stupid.
And she did what she wanted to do, and it worked. You feel me? She got everybody's attention because they reacted.
Exactly.
Colin took a knee. What are they doing? They're reacting.
Exactly.
So
it's just to bring awareness, and then it's like once you bring awareness to something, then that's how you can have the conversation for how do we make this, how can we change it and how can we make it different. And that's what people have to understand. You bring awareness in order to, bring change, because if don't nobody know about it, the change ain't gonna come. Because it's like you're not paying attention to it. So how do I change something that ain't nobody really worried about?
But the thing is, though, instead of doing all this naysaying and bashing, we should be standing with him.
Exactly.
Not bashing. Everybody, is preaching about how they want to be unified and we should come together. But when one's trying to start a unity,
you're like, no, not like that.
No, let's not do that. Then what are you doing? You don't do that,
So. The white people say that. They was like, what about a peaceful protest? And then he sits there. Okay, not like that. Okay, so how exactly do y'all want to get this done?
That's not good enough.
Right. So what y'all want us... I know what it is. Y'all just want us to be quiet and just keep taking it.
You gotta start somewhere.
Yeah.
It's in a way, like, how Martin them did it, like, they had... I'm not gonna sit here and bash our generation, but we don't have what they had.
We don't have a Martin. We don't have a Malcolm.
I've
said that several times.
We know what I'm saying. We killing each other, but at the same time, we don't have that. That's all sense in us to be able to come together as one and not march just for us, but for everybody, because it's not just even us getting treated like it. It's happening everywhere. But everybody. It's hidden, and we the only one who's making an outlash. But at the same time, it's happening everywhere. So. It starts with one person, and to start it off, you got to be willing to come together no matter what. Even the Bloods and Crips came together,
right?
You know what I'm saying? For unarmed killing, all of that stuff. So if they can do that, anybody can come together. It's not about
that's what it has. Yeah. That's what it's really boiled down.
You got to put your personal feelings and all of that stuff aside, and really say, especially the people who got kids. You know what I'm saying? You got to raise your kids up in this world. You should want to show them.
I know who else said something. Cam Newton. Okay.
Cam, dab man, Cam.
At one point, I actually like Cam Newton. I was like, he's alright. He's a cool little dude. Until he started talking. I said, okay, well, like anything else, that pretty much went to shit. His thing was, he feels like he's basically naive. He's naive to the whole racist. There's no racist. It's not, nobody's racist and nobody's doing this and nobody's doing that. And just earlier this year, they were attacking you for celebrating on the way you dab and dance and all that bullshit. And if you stop to think, like, if Cam was a white man dabbing in the end zone, they wouldn't have thought twice about that shit. They wouldn't have cared. But it's the fact that you're a black man, you're good at what you do, and you gloat about it, and they hate that shit. They want us to be quiet and be humble and don't be bragging about your gifts and shit like that. That's what they want.
Don't do that. That's not cool.
That's not cool. But shit, who just retired? What's that big head nigga's name? From the Broncos.
Peyton.
That nigga's head is huge. Like, it's long, it's wide, it's big as fuck. Nigga got a Subway sandwich head. That nigga, if he was down there.
I'm laughing at Chuck. That's Chuck's dad. I'm laughing at.
If he would have dabbed and did all that extra shit that Cam was doing, they wouldn't. They'd be like, "That's right, you do that, dog. Like,
celebrate
go
Peyton."
Right, but when Cam does, it's like, nigger, sit down.
Right.
Be quiet.
He's acting like a thug.
Right, he's acting like a thug. And then it's the same motherfucker. Here we are towards the end of the year, act like he ain't catch flack at the beginning of the year for being black.
He know what it is, though.
But he's naive, and he's like, no, I don't support Colin, and I don't do this, and I don't do that. And it's like, you can feel that way if you want to. You can feel like you exempt if you want to. All it takes is for Cam to fuck up real good one good time, not dancing.
Back in that hot seat.
I'm talking about Ray Rice fuck up. Mm-hmm. Like, you gotta go.
They gonna grill you.
Oh, they're gonna be like, yep, knew it. He's a thug, and I knew he was gonna do that shit.
Tell you this from the beginning,
right? But then Cam gonna still be sitting up here reaching for white folks and asking for the handout. And no, it wasn't that. And I called that soft. You soft walking. You soft stepping. You stepping fetching. That's what you're doing.
It's just people gotta really open their eyes to what's really going on here and really accept it.
You gotta be like Ali was.
Y'all can't keep allowing yourself to ignore it
Be like Ali was. Ali didn't give a fuck. He was like, I'm not going to fight the war. I don't care. I got beef with y'all here. I'm not going to fight somebody else, and I don't even know them.
Kill them people.
I want to fight you because you the one that keep holding me back.
You my enemy.
You my oppressor. Let's go to Wayne. Little Wayne. Wheezy. Oh, he just had a tough time.
Wayne, man.
I fuck with Wayne now. I ain't used to like Wayne back in the day, but I fuck with Wayne.
Hey.
He had to grow on me.
I ain't gonna lie though. Wayne. I like Wayne. I remember the first track I heard of Wayne. It was Midnight.
I remember that shit.
Midnight. You know, he when he was in his prime though. I'm gonna say the last touch of the best Wayne was after the Carter 2 album.
Yes.
The Carter 3 up until what was his latest release?
What was it? Was it Dedication?
Did he drop another Dedication 5?
Yes, he did. It was horrible. I think it was
5. Dedication 5, and then he did. I think it was. And then he started doing features and stuff. Yeah,
but because that Dedication 5 was.
I think first of all, that was the last of the ignorant punchline Wayne, because his punchlines got doper, but he started running out of real shit to say. You know what I'm saying? So you like, oh, that nigga said what?
What is he talking about?
That's a dope line, but what, nigga? Like,
but I don't understand.
I don't get it. Yeah, so. But then to see how much work he's put in from the 90s to now, and be
ridiculous.
going through what he's going through, that's really fucked up, and it's very selfish. Like, you don't get a dime for real. And then you got your own artist, you done started your own shit, you can't eat off of that. Like, you screwed.
Yeah.
So
it's honestly one of them things where well, hold up. Before we get into the greatness that is Lil Wayne, I'm gonna read the tweet that he sent out. I think it was Sunday. He just came out of nowhere. It was like, if you don't have a Twitter, because a lot of people don't have Twitter, I don't know why not. But anyway, he said, I am now defenseless and mentally defeated, and I gracefully I leave gracefully and thankful. I love my fans, but I'm done. And then he's like, I ain't looking for sympathy, just serenity.
Yeah.
So I'm good, y'all don't trip. So it's like, when you say something like, it's like, what do you mean? Are you
leaving, or like, what's going on?
Or are you just talking about this certain situation in which you're like, fuck it, I've tried so many times over and it's just not working?
Because it's got to take a whir on them though. You fighting for your money, and then you still got to do your shows, plus still just turn up for your fans and show up.
And to add the biggest, I think the biggest thing that is bothering Wayne is the fact that it's Baby.
Yeah.
That's like
somebody who you trusted with everything.
Yeah, you called this man your father. You kissed this grown man on the mouth.
I was ready to say that. I was ready to say that.
We cannot let that slide.
Yeah, let's not forget about that.
Right. So. Because that shit was suspect as a motherfucker. You went through two different gangs with this
guy.
Like, y'all came in Crips.
Bad. You, even when people left, and like, you were still there.
These niggas came in Crips.
Yeah.
And then transitioned to Bloods. I've never seen this happen before. Because you ain't never seen Snoop. Snoop been a Crip my whole life.
Yeah.
So you ain't never seen him talking about
beans.
Talking about kill her. Like, no, that doesn't happen. That don't work like that. So even when
gave this nigga basically your whole career.
Everything. Like, you were so trusting of this man, and that's the problem when you put trust in man. You can't do that.
Yeah.
Because they'll let you down every fucking time. Even somebody that you look at as a father figure will still screw you the fuck over because money.
Like you did something wrong.
Yeah. Because money hungry motherfuckers. Family or not, they don't look at you as family. He sees money.
Birdman got enough. Like, he got enough money to let him go, to let him get his own stuff. He's just, like you said, greedy, and you done had him for like over a decade, bro. Like, let that man live off his YMCMB. He done started his own empire, fam. He got kids and everything. He ain't never blocked you from your money. You done try to have this nigga killed. Like, you try to get somebody to take him out.
Yeah.
Over him getting money that you owed him. You owed him. You know what I'm saying?
He's like, Baby's like one of them crazy ass boyfriends.
Hey,
if I can't have you, won't nobody have you.
You seen Jackie Promoters?
No, dude,
he's the security officer in that movie.
That's how Baby is. If I can't have you, won't nobody.
Pretty much, but he knows Wayne. The reason why he's not gonna let Wayne go is because Wayne is his most precious, valuable gem.
Yeah, because
that's the money right there.
Look at the list of artists that have been signed to just Cash Money. Fucking Busta Rhymes at one point was signed to Cash Money, and that shit that pissed me off because. When you look at Busta, like, he has such a long career span, bro. Like, talking about from the 90s
to now.
To like not even now because he's not like really relevant from like maybe like 2000.
Because he was with Cash Money,
9 or something like that.
That's why he's not relevant no more.
You don't because he didn't have to. Yeah. Like you're a legend. Like you fucking Busta Rhymes. You didn't have to sign to Cash Money. And then you didn't put out an album. Nothing ever happened.
I think we do a couple features.
That was it. I don't have to be signed. Do I have to be signed to your label to do features?
That's a Khaled bringing them back out though.
Right, because Khaled gonna make everybody come full circle, and then there was a point when even Bow Wow signed to Cash Money.
You know what? He should have signed to Cash Money, but he should have stayed with JD.
But you know what was so fucked up? Because I remember that shit because this was like when Twitter was like in the beginning of Twitter, it was really popping. And this motherfucker like drug it out as if he was fucking LeBron trying to decide between like Miami and the Cavs. And he just like
Cash Money
and made a big ass like deal about it, made a flyer, all this shit. He was like, I'm signing with Cash, and like as if someone gave a fuck. Like that's the problem with Bow Wow. He's delusional.
He's corny though. Like
it's fuck.
You was dope when you was little Bow Wow is always gonna be dope. But Bow Wow,
little Bow Wow is an icon.
Yeah,
Bow Wow is not
just that guy from CSS Cyber, CSI, whatever that is, Cyber World.
But I hate that for Wayne because he's such a dope artist, but he has like, he was such a dope artist because now it's like.
He don't really got them. Like I said, he don't really got that much more dope stuff to say. Like what more can he do? Like he's the mixtape king, bro.
Yeah,
literally the mixtape king. Like you done drop mixtapes, albums. You done did. What more can you do?
You done did it all. My only like one of the beefs that I have with Wayne is like, bruh, stop talking about eating pussy on every fucking track.
You know he's gonna throw it in the line.
Every song. It could be a serious song. It could be about killing niggas, and he'll somehow finagle
just be popping, be like, whoa,
what the hell? Like, why? What does that got to do with the?
Cut that down a little bit because I did not mean to have that up. I didn't even see that one coming.
No, like I look from a woman that a heterosexual woman that enjoys getting head. I get it. I thoroughly enjoy it.
You love it. I
don't want to hear that shit on every song, every track. We could be doing a Black Lives Matter song, and you'll squeeze that shit in some kind of way. Like,
okay, we gonna protest, but hold on, fam.
Did he just say he was gonna do? You be like, okay, that didn't have to.
Forget the protest, right? Let's just take it to the top.
Right, never mind. Fuck that shit. Wayne I don't know.
He's just. I think also with what's happening to him, I think it's hurting a lot of these new generation of artists because they looked up to him after our icons, passed away. Well, I ain't gonna say passed away, but handed the torch up. Well, no, it's a hand off the torch because ain't nobody had no torch.
No, everybody just shifted. It's a shift.
They fell back, and I feel like first of all, Jay-Z needs to make another Death of Auto-Tune Part 2.
He needs to make a fucking album. Because I'm sick of it.
But yeah, anyways, to stay on topic, a lot of these, and I feel like that's also a reason why a lot of this new generation of music, like who's the boat guy? What's his name?
Lil Yachty.
Yeah, that guy and the Uvert guy and
Bird can't do it. 21 Savage can't do it.
I feel like they learn from this generation Wayne, the crazy Wayne. You know what I'm saying?
As opposed to
when he go off, if he do retire, we're gonna be left with these kind of guys. You feel me? Who's trying to be spinoffs of them, but. We got K-Dot. We got K-Dot who ain't really making nothing for real. Coles to the point where he done had enough of this new generation. He's like, I know a lot's ahead of us, but I don't think I should be a part of that. It's just crazy. What is this? What's going on? We got the realest artists out here. The most shit is happening to them. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Then we got to deal with the skirts.
I can't.
Where we going?
Right? what is that? Look, I mean, with Lil Yachty, my problem with new niggas is that they're so disrespectful. They just disregard everything that came before them. You don't have to, in order to get your respect, you do not have to disrespect somebody to get it.
Why are you disrespecting? How are you going to say you looked up and got inspired by them, but turn around and disrespect and diss them?
That's what happened. Or how do you say you want to rap and you say, I can't tell you 5 Biggie or Tupac songs. And everybody won't give excuses. I hate that shit. He was born in 95. I don't give a good fuck when you was born. I said I know about music from the 70s. I was born in 86. How's it that I know shit from the 70s and the 60s? And you can't. And we have the internet. You was born in the internet generation. There's no reason.
Say he's born in 95. Let's do the math here.
Tupac died in 96.
Yeah, 96. You know what I'm saying? hip hop was still going on and stuff, but you didn't really get to really understand and fully grasp onto the good music until the early thousands. Yeah. You got 96, 97, 98, 99 in the thousands. You 5 years old, bro. Right. In the thousands. Right. With who we got? We got Fabulous and them coming out this pop, and then we still got
there was still lyrical rap back
lyrical rappers, but it was turning into this stuff slowly shifting the sexuals and all of his sagging and all this crazy stuff, but it was still popping, but it was getting there. It was on its way to here.
Right, to where we're at right now. But you can't sit here like I said, don't be disrespectful. Just you got pay homage where it is. I'm not saying kiss ass, but it's like, damn, understand what the fuck you're getting yourself into. Hell, Rich Homie Quan was wild disrespectful at VH1 honors. No, I ain't even gonna talk about that because I've already touched on that shit. But that's disrespectful. You can't. I was nervous.
That is beyond disrespectful.
I would just want to sit down. Like if I'm nervous and I don't remember the shit, I'd be like, yeah, nah, I'm just gonna sit this one out.
First of all, just Rich Homie,
you done. Yeah. And everybody's like, we should just no. Some stuff is just unforgivable.
That was a legendary line right there.
It was an easy fucking verse. It wasn't like you was doing 10 crack commandments where you had to literally remember all 10 of the commandments.
Man, and it wasn't like it was.
And that wasn't even hard.
I can see if it was a twisting line or something. You like
Busta Rhymes on Look at Me Now.
Yeah. Hold on, late. Stop the music. Let me get my paper out.
Right, because I don't understand what. Speaking of not understanding, so designer. I'm not gonna front on designer. I like Timmy Turner just for the beat, beating the melody. It's real simple. That's it. Timmy. It's easy. No. But he got arrested yesterday. Yeah, something like that for weapon charges, and drugs, some other shit. But anyway, he got out today. Charges are dropped. I don't know how that happened. I think that was Kanye. It had to be Kanye. Good music is good to you.
Good music. They ain't gonna let you go down.
Because hell, look at Bobby Smurda. That motherfucker been locked up for a minute.
Yeah, he's done for it though.
Yeah, the window of opportunity has shut.
About a week ago, you was looking good for you. Now it's
because now ain't nobody even like. Free. Ain't nobody saying free Smurda and no shit like that. And even in 7 years,
people in New York, though, his hometown.
But even in 7 years, when he's supposed to get out, they won't be checking for you. Just look at how they did Shine. Back when Shine got locked up with Puff. Shine was so fucking hot when he got locked up. That nigga came out and it was just, he tried. It just did not work.
It wasn't. It was like, oh, you.
Right.
Hey.
They took the file for Puff, basically.
Your ass.
That's basically what happened. You took the file for him because you was being loyal, not understanding that Puffy is a snake like a motherfucker. He's a businessman. I like Puff. He's a businessman, but that nigga's a snake at the end of the day.
Especially when he took Big to L.A. after all the madness.
After Pop.
Knowing what was going to be lying ahead of him. You knew.
But the damage you knew. Because that shit within itself, that's a setup.
Because I feel like Big didn't even want to go work.
Hell
he
no.
wasn't really feeling it.
He was nervous the whole time. It was like, nah, bro, I don't got a good feel for that shit. But you just kind of lie to yourself and be like,
that money.
Right, let me go on over here and see what's what. And speaking of money. Let's go political. Speaking of inside jobs. What's tomorrow? 9/11.
Yeah, buddy.
Okay, 15 years ago. Damn. It made me feel
old. I got here fast in a month.
Motherfucker. God damn, it was just a year. Listen, I was a sophomore. in high school when that shit went down. That shit, watching that shit, it looked like a movie watching that shit.
5th grade, we had to write we was in 5th grade homeroom. We had to watch it on TV and do open journal and all that shit. I'm like,
how does this make you feel? When I got to history class, I was in, matter of fact, I remember it to a T. I was in communications class because we was recording like the news shit.
Yeah.
So we turned and looked at the TV. I was like, oh damn, they filming a movie in New York. Right. That shit look real as fuck.
We got live action.
Right.
Too.
I was like, damn. I said, look, they fucked up. The plane went right into it. Right. I don't think it was supposed to. It was flying too low. Not fast forward
really
now.
Knowing what's going on. Yeah.
So. It is a fucked up situation.
It's definitely a fucked up
situation.
Very
fucked up situation. But it literally changed the face and the makeup of how America feels about pretty much everything. And that's the reason why. Right. Bush, straight Bush, bro. That's an inside job. That basically forced stupid Americans to hate a whole group of people. Hey, I hate Muslims. Why? Because they did X, Y, and Z.
Just acting ignorant.
Just stupid shit. Basically, what the media would tell you what to believe, and then you be like, "Yep," because that's it. Because if they put it on TV, nigga, that's,
I was just having a conversation, about that with somebody. You gotta really everything that's out here ain't really true. You gotta do research. You always gotta self-educate yourself, especially.
Definitely.
You can't just if somebody go out here today and say, "Oh, the war is about to end." Like what they do, they do all the time.
Every year.
They're gonna go to the store, buy all of that junk,
water, canned goods,
waste money. Then we're like, damn,
you
wouldn't even talk about nothing.
Right. Not saying that you don't need to bottle water and shit.
But
do
at the same time, educate yourself and really do your own research and get your own opinion for what's really going on.
Don't have one built off of what CNN and Fox tells you.
Especially not Fox, man.
Especially not Fox.
They don't never report nothing good.
Okay. The reason why I say that it's an inside job, that was money. That was all for some money. Because when you think about the time that it went down, there was less people in there because way more people worked in the Twin Towers.
Clearly.
I think after 10 or some shit like that.
Yeah, it was still some folk in there.
Yeah, so they killed about 2,000 people versus the normal about 15,000, 30,000 people that actually work there. You can cover up 2,000 people being killed off. Yeah. You can't cover up killing 30,000 people. That's way too much blood on you.
Start to be suspicion what y'all doing?
Right, like what's up?
You start to get eyes, wondering and thoughts, then people start printing up news reports like, well, we found such and such and such, and this piece can match this piece, and then you start getting figured out. You know what I'm saying?
And then they cut your throat. Because once you start figuring, because now to this day, 15 years later, and they still couldn't find the black boxes from these planes. Yeah, okay. If you believe that, I tell you what.
Self-education. Boy.
I got beachfront property here in Louisville, Kentucky. Sands right there at your feet, man. I'm trying to tell you. If you believe that, if you believe what the government is telling you,
to each its own, man.
Be stupid then. But I think I've seen some of my time hop where it has four pictures, and it's like the Titanic, and it says never forget, and then it's the Holocaust, it's never forget, then there's 9/11, it's like never forget, then the last picture is slavery, just get over it. That's basically what that's American history in a nutshell. Now get past your pain, but remember ours. And it's like, no, I don't.
We more important.
Yeah, basically. Like be sad and be upset for I feel like when we get to a point where we stop highlighting all the negative shit that's happened to our country, like why do we stop and moments of silence and all that shit, but it was something that was so bad, it's like why do you even want to remember that situation? Is something that you should just be like, what today is, but you just like,
then,
all right.
Like you. Man, it's like you get so many people who just really don't want to speak on certain situations, just for that reason, and they'll be like, oh well, they'll touch on it briefly, but then they'll go, oh yeah, well such and such and such, went through this, but we kind of went through the same thing. Well, what makes them different? Oh well, you're right, but
right, but back to this,
what makes that different? Is the pain is pain, right is right, and wrong is wrong at the end of the day. And everybody always has to find a way to rationalize the wrong instead of just seeing the right and wrong in it. There's no rationalize in it.
You can't.
So yeah.
I just wonder what Trump gonna say. I ain't really tripping off what Hillary gonna say. She good.
At this point, man, Trump lightweight. He's lightweight. Hitting on his way to hitting rock bottom, because I feel like he's taking
gotta fall out.
Yeah, he's taking about pretty much anything he can get. I've seen. I think I was scrolling down Twitter or something. I can't remember what I was scrolling down, and I look up and he's at a black church, and I'm like,
oh yeah, I think I shared that picture. And it was like caption is he was kissing a little black baby. I said, you gonna let the devil kiss me? Like, he
was actually at literally at an event at a black church where they had invited him out, and I'm like, what? Like what?
And Omarosa right there smiling all big and shit.
Yeah, so
talking about she the ambassador for black people. Bitch, we don't fuck with you either. Like, I wish Omarosa would walk off in here talking about, hey guys, you want to bitch
security,
right?
Security.
You don't get this bitch out of here. We ain't voting for him. Like, it's not happening.
No,
but the one thing that Trump said while I was off the block, that pissed me off. This motherfucker was basically, he trying to get to us. Now it's our time. Yeah. He done basically hit everybody else, and he done got to, he's like, black folks, you know, hey, what you got to lose?
Right.
You know, it's this. You ain't got no jobs. You ain't got no money. Y'all locked up. What you got to lose? Bitch, my life. What the fuck are you talking about?
My freedom. Well, the freedom I still don't have. Right. You know,
the little shit that I do have. The little stuff
that we able to be able to have at will. You know, so I feel like... But see, that's even touching back to the Colin thing. Like, you got people who can come out and blatantly say stuff like that, but when he's quiet and he's, you know, standing for something he's right, not bothering, now he ain't disrespecting nobody, not bashing. He just took a knee. Yeah. Y'all bashing him, but that's okay because, you know, he tells it like it is. Yeah, he's politicking, that's how he feels. First of all, that's not campaigning. I just want to throw that. That is not part of campaigning.
That's just straight hate speech.
That's hate speech, and that's also, I feel like that's a disrespect to one race and also a disgrace to, you know, your party. You know what I'm saying? I don't fool with the Republicans, but you putting embarrassment
them
on.
You know it's bad when lifetime Republicans is like,
they ain't fooling with you. They not fooling.
They're
like,
I ain't voting for that motherfucker. I'm not going over there with that shit. You know it's bad because Republicans ride or die for they party,
for they people, but not
but
you.
Here he come and it's like, nah, hell no, nope.
And then you bashing the party, you know, the party members. Like, you just don't have no respect for anybody. And you want respect from a country, and you want votes, but you're bashing everybody in the country but yourself.
Right. That don't make sense.
Who are you?
This motherfucker got up there and said, I know more about ISIS than the generals. All right, bro.
Why haven't you stopped him?
Right. Well, since you know so fucking much, why don't you put a stop to it? I know how to do this. I know how to do that. But my mom broke it down for me. She was like, honestly, think about it. She was like, if Trump gets in, I said, if he got in, they'll probably assassinate him. It's
gonna be a white man to do it too.
Yeah, they'll assassinate him. I said, I said, but you got to look deeper because it's like, yeah, okay, Trump get in, they'll kill that nigga off, and depending on who his vice president is, they gonna bump him up because they know they can use him as a good puppet, or they can take both of you niggas out. And I think the Speaker of the House, which is Ryan Paul, I believe.
Yeah,
I think it is him.
Yeah, Ryan Paul,
he would be the next person to be president, which is honestly probably what he wanted the whole fucking time anyway. So if that was to go down, I might have saw the future. I don't know, guys. But if it happens, you heard it here first. No, because they could
really live though.
Right, live though. Like no. But that don't mean the government come for me. I'm speculating.
Man, everybody has speculation.
Right, I'm just speculating because if it actually plays into my hand, then it's like, oh shit. Oh, well, let's just go for the next one. And I posted this article like a day ago, and it's basically the New York Times basically came out and said that, you know, they go after Hillary. You know what I'm saying? They call out on everything, bash her, you know, all that shit. But Trump, they'll coddle.
Put him under the
they'll just hold him. You know what I'm saying? Oh, well, he don't. No. And I was like, what it really boils down to is sexist. Yeah. That's all it is. That's really what it is.
He knows that.
Yeah, everybody knows that, but don't want to say that shit. Y'all, no one person that I've actually that knows politics and can give me a definite reason as to why they don't want Hillary in office, and don't say emails. They ain't got nothing because everybody she got the experience. Fuck ups, yeah, but I want somebody that got experience. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to a chicken
reality
place.
Star is what Donald Trump
I'm not going to a chicken place. Y'all made me a really good hamburger. Like, no, motherfucker, y'all specialize in chicken. That's it. Like, I want somebody that do what you're good at. I don't want Beyonce to be the president. I just want her to be a great entertainer because that's what she does.
It's a nice line to use, but you know, nobody's being serious.
No, nobody's being serious. So if you can give me a definite reason as to why, and then this dude that I know of, because I've never actually met him, he gets on there. Well, you know, Hillary's one of the most evilest women in the world. I said, oh. I want to be like, do you kick it with her? Like, do you know something do you chill with her to know, in fact?
Call her right now so she can tell me why you said that.
So I can know why you say that. Yeah. Don't tell me you sat there and watched 25 YouTube videos as of, that's just one person's opinion and point of view. Yeah. That's not facts. You can't, I want facts, factual
Everybody's
shit.
Gonna always have that one, them one group of people who don't want you to get ahead anyway. So, of course, they're going to go out there and put the negative instead of what was really being said.
She's evil, the most evilest woman in the world. Please, I need facts. Can you draw me up a chart real quick? As
they
to
hate when they bring the research.
Because, and honestly, I didn't even say that. I just put the picture of Prince up with the straight face. Just oh, okay. If that's how you feel, because he's one of them dudes, like, he'll literally get on a post and write a story, and I don't give a fuck to read all this shit.
I don't know why people do that. Come on, bro.
Y'all got way too much.
When they ask what's on your mind, they don't really mean put what's on your mind.
Like, I don't need a book because I'm not reading.
Be brief.
Shit. Right, please just sum it up in like maybe 5 words if you can.
Shout out to Twitter for having 140 characters.
Listen, because sometimes you got to put some shit on lock. Man. And all I need is 140 characters to read. That's enough. I don't Facebook like y'all motherfuckers.
As you start to read the paper, what was I at? Fuck this shit. I don't read it no more.
I don't even care because that's your opinion. And then Puffy came out and was like, black people need to hold the vote. Nope. I said, Puffy, you just contradicted yourself. Didn't you just, in 2004, come out with vote or die? Now we got to hold the vote. Now, which one is it?
Make up your mind, dude.
Talking about, because, I feel like Obama didn't really do that much for black people. And I was like, here we go. Y'all thought he was going to get in there and just be a straight nigga. That was not happening. They wasn't going to let that happen.
Yeah, but clearly he knew what he had to do in there.
It's not going to be, everything's not going to be geared towards us. It's not supposed to. But we felt like you got those naive people like, yeah, black men get in there, it's going to be on. Y'all thought we was going to get reparations, a free Gucci Man holiday, all that shit just based off of him being a black man. And
at the end of the day, though, he had a job to do and he done it. You know what I'm saying?
We got healthcare.
To the best of what he could do. He got in there and caught fucking Osama quickly.
Yeah.
Bush was hunting this guy for years.
And he just got in there and was like, I just pulled up on
him.
Send
him over. Check over there, and he might be over there.
Because I had seen him last time I was through there, passing through, because he had called me. He was like over there.
Yeah, when I seen that happen, I was like, damn, he's good.
Right, that nigga good.
Man, you got Osama?
Yeah, I took him out. I told you I was gonna do that shit.
Look, he bought. Y'all don't want to look at the good stuff that he really did. Y'all want to look at what he didn't really do for black people, in which he did. It's just what y'all didn't want. It's
not what
y'all wanted. Yes, it's what y'all wanted to do that he didn't do.
He had my brother. He had my brother's keeper thing. With the kids and the black males. More hip hop artists and soul singers have been in the White House than we can shake a fucking stick at, my nigga. Like,
but y'all can't have this man get into office and then think that he's just gonna automatically be for all black people, because that was never gonna happen. Yeah, that's not what it is, and that's not what it's never gonna be. Even a white president's not gonna get in there and be for all white people.
No, even when and or if Hillary gets in there, she's not gonna do everything for women. Mm-mm. That ain't about to happen. Y'all think she gonna get there?
Job to do at the end of the day. And when you're doing a job that you're supposed to do, everybody's not going to be rocking with you, but at the end of the day, you have that job. Yeah. Y'all stressed him out. Look at his hair.
Right. And then, so I can't wait to get the fuck up out of here. Then little cuz Malia out here smoking weed.
Boy, you know what? I'm going to need to talk to her and her friends, bro.
No,
you gotta cut
those ain't your friends.
Nah, those ain't your friends.
It's too many. I hate to say this, but not really. It's too many white people.
First of all, and you
need some niggas in your group, because white folks love to catch black people, especially high-powered black people, doing some fucked up shit. Oh, they was all with it. Is that Obama's dog?
Yeah,
go ahead and hit that. Look at that
shit.
Right.
They put a deload though.
Right. And then if you was with Tasha and Tisha, boy, she'd have been like, okay, now I'm gonna be on my Snapchat blowing smoke into the camera, but if you want to get on this is really up to you. But
matter of fact, no, girl, I don't even think you need to do that. Just chill out. You stay over there.
Right, just go ahead and smoke that blunt. I ain't even gonna put it out here like who I'm with or no shit like that. I just want you to get high like we
gonna take a selfie later or something.
Right, you know what I'm saying? We look buttered, but it's like we just chill. We tired.
Having a good time.
Right. I said, get you some black friends back.
Michelle just called twice.
2 times. Michelle, put her to the side. If I was my daughter, I'd be like, shit, look, I don't mind if you smoke weed.
Smoking the weed, baby. Hide yourself.
But hide yourself, baby. Like, what's the problem? That Secret Service, I'd have walked in with non-disclosure folders on me, like, nigga, I'm signing shit. Give me your phones, throw the phones in the drawer. I'm gonna need
Secret Service to go ahead and chalk it up and risk getting those contacts, because you're gonna have to just take a contact, fam. You'll be alright.
I would. Cool. I'd be like, I need your phones, because I understand what she likes to do, and that's fine, but what y'all not about to keep doing is putting that shit on social media. Like, come on.
You're not gonna keep trying to bash her, and they're gonna use it against the president and shit. But it ain't, it ain't really gonna affect him because he's about to leave anyways.
I'm out in a couple months. I ain't even tripping off his shit.
What more can y'all say about me?
If that's what you want to do, shit, I just ask you bring something to the house. That's all I'm saying. Bring it on up here to the balcony, and we can.
Matter of fact, if y'all gonna keep reporting to her, send her some stuff so she don't have to keep going out there and get it.
So she can just smoke it in the damn room. Shit, at least come in my office and I'll be like, kick everybody out. I'll be like, we
have another delivery for you.
Okay, everybody get on there. I need to have some father-daughter time,
Right. He messed around and took it with her one time. You know what? I'd rather you do this with me than you go out and do it to anybody else.
You know these motherfuckers is... That's exactly
America is crazy.
It's so fucked up. Did you roll the other one up? Did you roll the second one? So go ahead and plug your mixtape one more time and the shirts too, and where they can get them from and contact you.
The mixtape, y'all know it's on Spinrilla. It's also on Access KY. Shout out to DJ Dizzy. Links online. The shirts, y'all can just hit me up on Facebook. Louisville Got Next at Facebook. What are we on Instagram? I'm terrible.
Louisville Got Next.
Louisville Got Next with a little underscore because it was a key special key I forgot. The little underscore thing. Louisville Got Next at the little underscore on Instagram. DM us. They only 15. We're gonna get some more orders soon though. We're gonna try
colors too.
Yeah, we're gonna try to switch it up and come up with some different stuff. So in due time. But if you need one, hit me ASAP. But that tape though, y'all need to go check that out ASAP because it has some really hot artists out there.
Who are you got on there?
We got some people like we got people like Chuck. Matter of fact, I can pull it up right now. As soon as I'm trying to wait for my phone to unfreeze. Damn iPhone update.
You getting a new iPhone? With the
I ain't feeling
without the headphone jack and shit.
First of all, let's talk about that. The phone comes out first, then the headphones come out in October.
That's stupid.
I said what?
And the headphones is $159.
All I can say is just rest in peace, Steve Jobs, man.
Man, because they fucking y'all up, bro.
He would have seriously thought,
Talking about you can get an adapter for adapter.
But we can't talk on the phone, listen to music while we charge.
It's too much. It's too much.
Apple, really?
And I read the specs on it because I'm a Galaxy girl, but I like to compare and contrast.
Of course, we know y'all Android users are gonna be checking for us, it.
But not too heavy. Like I ain't debating. If you see my
I ain't
snap,
talking about. I'm just
you see my snap, man. I got mad. I was like, because niggas is getting on there really like. I mean, my beef is with the 9 iPhone. Why? Because we ain't worried about y'all.
Right.
When the Note 7 dropped, I ain't say, bitch.
Right.
I just get the phone. Like every new Galaxy that drops, that's dope. I get it because T-Mobile got it like I can jump.
T-Mobile,
6 months.
Shout out to jump.
I turn my shit in every 6 months. When the new phone drop, I'm like, here you go. Let me get that new one. But I think with the water resistance, it's like y'all's was like inches. Like that's how the specs was. It was like up to 1.4 inches. I said, who got time to calculate that shit? I said, at least with my phone, it says they told us up to 30 minutes. So at least you get like a time as opposed to being like
Apple's on butt, man.
Is that too much water? Because it might have fucked my phone up. I don't know.
Yeah, Apple's they got to get their shit together.
It's not listen, guys. That debate is so old. It's from 2010.
I'm still with it. I started out with Android. You feel me? I just came Apple.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like that's usually how it goes. Motherfuckers started out Android and acting like rich niggas, like they got money or something because they got.
It's just a damn phone to me. And I honestly, the reason why I chose Apple over my Android because like once I start getting into my business, Apple has more experienced business apps that I use.
Yeah.
And it's more convenient for me to be able to upload from my cloud and all of that stuff. So that's really why. But other than that, shoot, at the end of the day, I will get an Android. I will go back and get a flip phone if I really want to.
I want a pager.
Get a pager too.
Hit me on my hip, fam.
Get a pager
too. Who you got on the mixtape? You got to pull it up. Beat me 555-0123.
Call me on my page.
Type shit. Can I use your phone?
We got silly. We got Chuck Taylor. We got Easy Money, Young Stacy, LV. We got Nate Boogie. Shout out to the homie Lil Flex, Rob Lee. We got Shot, Jamarcus No. Shout out to my bro King Miz, Airborne Damo. So we got Sizzle Money Addict, Noonie Benz. We got Deuce. Shout out to Miss Corey Black, by the way.
What's up, girl?
We got Solo X Stunner. We got Nakaya Brooks, Sincere, Jimmy J, Lil Day, and Rob Lee, and Miss Tierra P.
Yeah, Jamarcus always be hitting on me on 3, 2, 1. Niggas, he's a fool.
Jamarcus know.
Every time.
He knows.
Every time he push on me, hey, Red, come on, bruh. Come on, Mike.
He knows. Yeah.
All right, so like Z said on the last show, what did he say? I'm going to start working on these Banshee Block hoodies because hoodie season's coming.
Oh, yeah, you know. We definitely got to get the hoodies out.
You got to get the hoodies.
Material.
Yeah, different colors and all that shit. I think, what did Z say? He's like, he's going to have one in tie-dye. I was like, oh.
Tie-dye?
I said that's going to run you a pretty little penny, though.
Yeah, because that's like limited edition.
Exactly. That's what he said. This is some limited edition
limited edition.
Ain't nobody gonna have it but my mama.
Probably, unless I'm mess around and rock it for myself. Like,
right, let me get a look.
This don't look that bad.
How much is that?
Mama, how my shoes look?
Right, but how they look? Because you know we gotta match the outfits.
Yeah.
Follow the show's Instagram's Banshee's Block Podcast on Instagram. I don't have a Twitter for that. Just follow me, Thuggelina Jolie on everything: Twitter, IG, Snap. You don't need my Facebook. I leave that personal.
Mind your business.
Mind your business.
Damn it!
Even if you see my name tagged to some shit, don't feel friendly. I'm not as friendly as people think I am. Like I don't accept everybody.
Requests, but I'm sitting on them.
I don't even send them. I delete them. That's how ruthless I am. I'm talking about you can send it in 1 minute. I deleted it in 2. I'm like, here we go.
I sit on it though, but in their inbox, I sent you a friend request.
Yeah, I know. They don't even do that. Don't
delete.
Do that. Right. Don't do that. Don't be thirsty. it ain't that serious. Like, you know.
I seen your request, fam. It came across my notification once, bro.
You know what I do when dudes send me a request? I check and see if they got a girlfriend. And then it be like all in their profile picture.
Yeah.
Delete.
You tried it. You tried it.
You tried. You
not
failed,
put
though.
Me in no drama.
Nah, hell no. I don't do that.
Maybe for your mama.
Well, you stupid. We out, y'all. Thank you. Listen to the block.